Welcome to ProjectME, the podcast. I'm your host, Tiffany Carter, the founder of ProjectME, multimillionaire entrepreneur, former TV newscaster, money-making expert, female empowerment speaker, and self-proclaimed office supply addict. My mission is to take the mystery out of making big money. Every week on ProjectME, the podcast, I'll share success tips, strategies, and stories from other entrepreneurs, experts, and millionaires, showing you exactly how you can achieve your most exceptional life. Now let's get to it. Exciting announcement for all of my listeners. I've officially opened my exclusive group, the ProjectME Passive Income Posse, to the public. This group is by application only, so we can keep the group high vibe and spend our time, energy, and expertise only helping those of you who truly want massive success and impact. You get live weekly trainings from me, special guest coaches, and direct access to me and my business partner for all of your questions. To learn more and apply, go to projectmewithtiffany.com, click on Work With Me, and select ProjectME Posse. And of course, any questions, feel free to DM me at ProjectMeWithTiffany. Welcome to ProjectME with Tiffany Carter, the podcast and posse. I'm your host, Tiffany, and let's get this whole niche thing sorted out. Yes, I know many of you say niche, especially my beloved Canadians. Shout out to Canada, my second favorite country. But I say niche because it rhymes with rich. So that's that. So if it makes you cringe when I say it, just know it's coming from a place of utter and total love for being rich and money. There is so much out there on social media, in webinars, in books, all sorts of things around this whole niche thing. And it can get really confusing. I know many of you feel stuck because you're not confident in your niche. You're not sure if you're niching enough. You don't even know how to niche when you see about 1,000 other people that seem to have the same, so to speak, niche as you. Maybe you're in the wellness space. Maybe you're a mindset coach. Maybe you're an accountant. Maybe you're a lawyer. Maybe you're into manifestation. Maybe you teach people social media. Maybe you do makeup tutorials, whatever it is. Whatever industry you're in, and you go snoop around and do market research and see what's up and what competitors are doing or what other people who are, really well known in your niche are doing, you're going to start having this whole mind fuck of, oh my God, that's what I would have niched in. And now it's already taken. And now there's all these other people doing it. So now it's not a niche. That is not what a niche is. A niche is not, I better find something that nobody else is doing. That is not what niche marketing is. What niche marketing is you need to find a sliver of the pie in your industry to target and go after. So you need to find a sliver in the wellness industry. Let's say it's around mental health or anxiety or something like that. You need to go after a sliver of the pie within that industry versus targeting, how to become, less anxious. That's, and saying like, that's what you teach. That's far too broad, because when you target your money, your energy, and your time towards focusing on a small piece of the pie, okay, like a sliver of the pie, you're going to have far better luck. And it's going to cost you a lot less of it in order to reach your target audience. Now, if you go broad, because you're like, I want to help everybody, because I know all of you guys are so service-based, because like attracts like, you want to help everyone. You don't want anyone to feel excluded. You can help so-and-so too. And so you don't want to cut anybody out. So that's why you kind of like being broad. And there's almost this resistance to niching, because then I'll be pushing away potential clients because I know I can help them too. And I want to help them too. But here's the thing, you actually won't be able to. When you go too broad, you're only one person, most of you, right, who are in your first few years of business, or even if you have a couple people, that you employ or that you have as contract workers, it's still really you getting the word out about your brand, especially if you have a personal brand, meaning you are the person they eventually hire, or you're the main spokesperson behind your brand. It is going to be a lot of you out there. So there's only one of you. So you only have so much time and energy to put out there and promote your business and talk about your business and influence people to engage with your business. So if you spend all that time being really broad, what will happen is you'll end up catching a fish or two. But you could have really narrowed it, gone fishing, so to speak, in a pond and then caught tons of fish versus going fishing in an ocean and just catching a fish or two. Does that make sense? Because you're in a condensed environment. So let's get to what really you need to do in order to find a profitable niche. That's what I am most concerned about for you. Niche marketing is extremely important, and you've not earned the right to go broad and therefore help more people with other problems or help your ideal client with more of their problems until you have grown. So don't be looking on my Instagram or my website and it's like, well, Tiffany, you say you're a top business coach and your main thing you go after is you help business owners get more clients and cash online. Like, that sounds kind of broad. I mean, it's specific, but it still sounds broad. Well, I've earned that right. I've earned that right to be more broad with my nurturing of my audience, with the amount of voice and visuals and eyeballs that I've put on my business, the amount of recognition within the online coaching industry. Okay. So if you're looking at someone and you're in fitness, right? And you're looking at these like Fitspo, is that what you guys call it? Fitspo? I don't really get what that means. I think it's inspo, but for fitness. But you guys can let me know. But that whole industry where you see these girls who have like 1 million followers, 500,000 followers, and it's like, well, they just are helping people lose weight or they are helping people tone up. And that's so broad. That doesn't sound, super specific and like a profitable niche. They've earned that right. They've earned that right. If you have 1,000 followers, 5,000 followers, 10,000 followers, you're not quite there yet, and that's okay. And I don't want to see you wasting years of your time trying to go after that catching fish in an ocean when you could make it far easier on yourself and go fishing in a pond. So here is one of the key mistakes that many of you are making. I don't even have to see all of your accounts to know this. I've just done this long enough that I know 90 or more % of you are making this mistake. Your niche might seem on point because they sound specific, but you're not making much money at it. And you could be making more. Maybe you're not making any at all. And it's specific, but it's not tangible. People only buy what they believe they need, not what they need, but what they believe they need, what they believe will change their life, what they believe will improve their life, what they believe will make their hair better, what they believe will make their lips plumper, what they believe could likely shrink their waist, what they believe would make them more money, what they believe would get their house organized. Not what you know it to be true, right? Let's use the fitness thing as an example. You as, let's say, a fitness entrepreneur or a fitpreneur, as I call you guys, you know that your ideal client who wants to get tone, because I know it's a common thing that you hear, I want to get lean, I want to get tone. And they think it's about some magical workout. And then you're going to teach them some, special meal plan or something like that to get there. But what you know is it is really in their daily habits and their consistency and their accountability that's going to get them those results. You know, an extreme diet situation doesn't work. Yet, time and time again, multi-trillion-dollar industry, people are buying, you know, the latest diet, you know, the keto diet books. They're buying keto bars. They're doing, you know, the Whole30. That's why they're going after all these things, because they believe there's just something magical they can do. How about the blood type diet? That one cracked me up. I'm like, really, people? You've gotten that deep with it? And you know, there's a big mindset component. There's a big daily habit and consistency component. You know, if you're a really good, you know, fitness trainer, fitness coach, fitness entrepreneur, you know, it's a big self-worth component. And I know you know that. Self-worth, self-care, setting boundaries, making time for yourself, all those things. But if you try to go and sell your group coaching, your one-on-one coaching, your courses, your program, your app, whatever it is, if you went to go sell that based on gaining more confidence so you'll follow through and be accountable with your health, or, you know, or change your daily habits and change your waistline or something like that. If you went after that, you would sell almost jack shit, except for like maybe some people who already know you might buy it, but maybe not, because your ideal client believes that there's some other magic answer. They don't really necessarily want to believe it's the inner work. It's actually the same that's true with what I do. So people come to me to show them how to get more clients and make more cash online in their business from a wide array of businesses. You know, I work with people starting from zero to people who are wanting to go from $1 million a year to multiple seven figures. So I work with all different levels of entrepreneurs in all different industries. The common component is they want to make cash online, both in active income and in passive income. And that's why they come to me. Now, if I went after this, instead of saying get clients and cash online, you know, I show you how, I teach you how, we make it happen, and I show you how to scale it from there. If I instead went after, we need to work on your money mindset, because we work on your money mindset, then you're going to attract the money and the opportunities that you want in your life. And that's what's going to convert. There would be some people who are a little more evolved, who've already done some work that might hire me for that. That might buy some of my stuff. But I can tell you right now, with my ideal client, the reason you guys come to me, the reason most of you listen to me is, you know, I'm no BS. I cut out the fluff. I tell you step by step how to do the damn thing. I don't hold any secrets back. I have zero fear of giving you my secrets and telling you what I did and telling you my mistakes and here are your options. Here's what doesn't work. You guys come to me for that clarity, right? Not for let's really go deep into your psyche about why it is that, you know, you don't have the money in your bank account that you want. I infuse some of that content, as you know, in my podcast episodes, in my social media posts, and things like that. But I know what my ideal client believes that they need. I know what you guys believe that you need. And you do need strategy. You also do need the money mindset stuff along with it. Do you see what I'm saying? So make sure you are focusing on a niche that your ideal client believes that she needs or that he needs, or it's going to fail. All right, the next thing is, like I said, specifics not enough. It has to be tangible. People only buy things without question that are tangible. They will buy things that are a little more vague, but it's going to cost you more time, money, and energy to convince them. And that's when you're going to feel like you're kind of chasing people, or maybe some months you're making money, other months you're not. And we don't want that. We want people coming to you. We want a wait list. We want you to be in high demand. And in order to do that, your products, whether they are you doing live trainings, whether they are more passive income products with ebooks and courses, things like that, they have to be tangible, meaning it needs to be clear as fuck what your ideal client will be getting if they work with you, if they buy your course, if they attend your event, if they join your program, if they buy your book. It has to be incredibly clear, and it also has to align with what they believe they need. So here's an example. Here is an example. Let me first give you the $0 example. Okay, this is what not to do. And again, I'm not saying this to make any of you feel bad about what you currently have up there. Why in the hell would you know this if you've not been taught this before? That's the danger of always self-teaching and going to Google University and attending, free webinars and maybe a course here and there, like a low ticket course here and there. You're going to end up with sometimes even more confusion and not the clarity you want, because you've really not gone all in to get direct information. So I'm being very generous to give you the gold right here, but I don't want you to shame yourselves for being like, oh my God, if I'd only known this sooner, I'm such a jerk. I've wasted all this time. Well, just be happy you know now. So $0 example. I'm a mindset coach and I teach you how to de-stress and find inner peace and joy. Now that sounds pretty specific, right? I'm a mindset coach. Okay. I teach you how to de-stress and find inner peace and joy. That sounds very specific, but it is not tangible. Tangible equals you making money. Specific equals you just maybe inspiring people and having, trickling in sales, if that. So we're not available for that stuff. Now, let me give you the real cashing in example. I'm a mindset coach. I teach you how to restructure your schedule and set boundaries so you can achieve your personal goals. Do you see the difference? That's really tangible. Someone knows now, okay, if I hire Betsy, okay, I have to pick a name here. If I hire Betsy, the mindset coach who I've been following, and I think she's great, she seems so approachable and nice, and I love all of her content. If I hire Betsy, I know she's going to teach me how to restructure my crazy ass schedule that there's really no rhyme or reason to it. I just am always like running around with my head cut off all day. And she's going to teach me how to restructure my schedule and to set boundaries, which I already know I have so many problems with, so I can achieve my goals. And that passes the test because likely, when I wrote this, I was thinking, okay, like what would be and you can feel free if you're a mindset coach, you can absolutely swipe this. Like I don't own this, so you can swipe it. Just, give me a thank you in my DMs or something. But I was thinking of a mindset coach and what a really good niche would be for something that seems more vague. And I wanted to pick some kind of a profession or an industry that doesn't seem tangible. That's why I went with mindset coach. And and here's the thing is so many people absolutely need a mindset coach, but so many of the things that people like mindset coaches put out there are so vague, no one's going to buy. And here's the other thing. If your niche sounds too grand, too vague, too good to be true, people won't trust it and therefore they won't buy it. So the $0 one of I teach you how to de-stress and find inner peace and joy, really? In 12 weeks, you're going to show me that? That sounds like little too pie in the sky versus knowing I'm going to learn how to restructure my schedule and set boundaries so I can achieve my personal goals. And it also passes the test of what that particular ideal client believes her problem is. And she believes her problem is that, she doesn't have time. She's always helping everyone else and not herself. She's running around like crazy all day. And then she puts herself last, and now she doesn't have time to write that book she wants to write, or, start getting back in shape again. So it absolutely passes that test, that it is, not only is it tangible, but it is something that ideal client believes she needs that will improve her life. It doesn't always have to be like some earth-shattering thing either, right? So let's look in the beauty industry for those of you guys who are network marketers or affiliate marketers who are, maybe doing hair or, hair products or a lot of skincare products. It's like, how do you get to a pain point with something like that? Or my makeup artists or my eyelash queens out there. Absolutely. There is an emotional reason to buy everything. My office supply addiction is 100% an emotional buy. I am screwed every year, this time of year, back to school time, when all the ads are going, because as a kid, one of my favorite things to do, and one of like the few ways really that I connected with my dad, who was very sweet, but didn't talk and was just emotionally unavailable. He was loving, but just like there was no connection, but he would take me back to school shopping for school supplies. And he was a unusually patient man, to say the least. And he would let me peruse those office supply aisles. I'm talking, in kid time, right? In kid time, it felt like hours that he let me do it. My mom, that would have never flown. But it felt like hours. Who knows? It could have been a half an hour. And I loved being able to, made me feel like I had so much personal freedom picking out my Lisa Frank folders. Shout out to Lisa Frank. Who are my 90s people out there who remember Lisa Frank? I was like, I get to pick out, and like, I get to determine like, what's my vibe? What's my vibe going into this school year? So I could do a whole show on office supplies. But that is my emotional tie. So this time of year when all the ads are out, it's like, oh my God, I've got to go see what the newest stuff is. There's got to be something new out. There's got to be new designs. And it's really, when you peel it back underneath it all, it's the lie that I tell myself, that if I get these certain office supplies, my whole life will be in order and all my shit will be together. Thank you. So everything has an emotional buy. So if we're using, lotions, face serums, hair products as an example, you absolutely, as a network marketer too, you need to go after a profitable niche. You can't just go after, oh, let's make your skin glow. No, not going to cut it. It's not tangible. You need to get really damn specific. It's not enough to say, get your hair, the healthiest it's ever been. No woman gives a shit, or man gives a shit about their hair being healthy. Come on now. What we care about is that it's thicker. Some people want more of it. We want it to be longer. We want it to have a shine, but use the word healthier, that doesn't resonate. That does not resonate. Here's the other thing. Make sure that what words you use when you are stating this profitable niche match the words that your ideal clients actually freaking use. You don't have to be in business for years to know this. You could just be starting, and it could be your cousin. It could be me hearing a podcast bitching about something. I love complaining, by the way. I love it. And people are like, oh my God, you're someone who is an empowerment speaker and you're saying you love complaining. Yes, I love complaining. It is such a great release. I don't sit in the emotion of complaining. I don't sit in the victim-y part of complaining. It's the venting. It feels good to get it out, and then I start laughing about it, and then we can move on. So I'm all about a damn good complaint and rant. Anyway, I don't even know what the hell I was saying. All right. So here's the exercise that I want you to do. You need to list out all of the tangible results your ideal client will get if they follow your guidance. Don't worry, I just remembered where I left off. Even if you're just starting, you can listen to someone like me who complains and go, oh, that, Tiffany is an ideal client of mine. She's a highly successful, female entrepreneur, very busy woman, she fits my ideal client mold. So, I need to actually use those words she actually said. It could be a cousin of yours. It could be someone you helped for free. It could be your first couple of clients, but you want to use actual words and phrases they use. Don't try to get all marketing, eloquent, and try to sound clever and cute. Clever and cute makes no cash, by the way. If you're doing it, with a visible element of creativity in your graphics or in clothes or something like that, then yes, but not in your niche. Don't be cute. Get right to the damn point. Get to the damn point and be clear. If it's eyelashes, someone has, the reason someone spends all that money getting eyelash extensions or buying tons of packs of eyelashes is because they have some insecurity that their eyelashes aren't cutting it. And that they're small, they're short and stubby, they're translucent. They don't want to have to, deal with putting on mascara every day, whatever it is. That's why they buy it. So speak and write how your ideal client actually talks. Okay, now back to the exercise. I want you to list out all the tangible results your ideal client will get if they follow your guidance, get the treatment you provide, buy your product. These are your promises, not guarantees. We can't guarantee anything in life. These are the promises. If they go all in and they truly follow your guidance, your program, your methodology, whatever, they show up, they take care of, they do the aftercare if you're someone who's doing some form of, treatment. What are the tangible results your ideal client will get? And then when you list those out, I then want you to cross-reference that list with what does your ideal client believe they need? What do they believe they need that would make their life better, make them happier, make them more confident, just maybe make them smile, maybe make them just feel more desirable, whatever it is. You cross-reference the two and pick the top two damn things on that list that your ideal client will go, ooh, I want that. I need that. If it is not making you excited, if your niche does not make you feel empowered and excited and want to shout it from the rooftops, you have not nailed it. So there's two things you can do from here. One, if you're like, God, I still need more help with this, Tiffany. I appreciate this. I'm really torn still and I'm spinning. You're going to spin. You've probably already been spinning for months on this and you'll spin for many months more. If you need that help and you want to put this to rest and get your niche nailed, then book a 90-minute freaking session with me. There are still some dates and times left. It's $497 to get 90 minutes with me. That is for sure the lowest price it's ever going to be. I will be raising those prices soon. I only have those 90-minute sessions because I understand that not everyone's ready to do a 2-month commitment to be privately coached by me. And some people just really need help with a couple things that are really specific. So you can simply go to my website, ProjectMeWithTiffany.com, go under work with me to book this. If the dates are already gone, I will open up more for September. So go in there and put this to rest because you're wasting your own time, money, and energy spinning on it, and you'll be spinning on it more. Let's get this damn thing nailed. The other option is we do a lot of this niche marketing training and follow through inside my ProjectME Posse group coaching membership. And this is the lowest price point there is to work with me. It's $100 a month. You can cancel at any time. We do live weekly trainings from me and other special guest experts. Plus, you get access to over 70 hours of past trainings, which range from everything you can imagine, to starting a podcast, to creating a freebie, to how to get people on your email list, to how to make, social media graphics that stand out, to what in the hell to post in Instagram stories to get the most people viewing them, to how to sell on video. I mean, I could go on and on. Everything's now categorized for you, and that's all inside there at $100 a month. All you have to do is go to projectmewithtiffany.com/ProjectMePosse. projectmewithtiffany.com/ProjectMePosse. If you guys love this episode, take a screenshot, share it in social media, tag me at Project Me with Tiffany, and share that love. You know someone else, maybe it's someone on your network marketing team. Maybe it's a friend of yours who's wanting to start a business and they're stuck and they're struggling with being able to stand out in a saturated market. Share this episode and get them thinking differently. This episode is absolutely enough for you guys to figure out that tangible niche. But I also know some of you are probably wired how I am, where I usually need one-on-one attention of someone helping me really, really solidify it for me to feel confident. So I understand. I get you. I get you. I am very much the same way. All right. I hope you guys love this, got so much out of it. Wishing you great health, wealth, and worth as always. Love you guys. If you enjoyed this podcast, please write a 5-star review on iTunes. Not only will this make me super happy, but it will allow more listeners to find our special show. Simply help me help others.